Okay guys, so I only have a little bit of time on here. I need to dump my phone and I haven't gotten around to emptying out the memory banks. So hopefully today I'll get around to that. I wanted to show you guys real quick. I had a lovely lady, Debbie. She's back at it again. She has a hard time getting into the harder aspects of junk journaling, anything that's very labor intensive. So she contacted me and wanting a kit for a journal that she just bought from me. It is one of my country themed ones. It was a cowboy book, very, very wonderful, thick leather bound, and it was just beautiful. If you want to see which one I'm talking about, get up on my Instagram. I had 2 of them that I uploaded to Etsy, and they just recently sold a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. Any of my journals I make, you can always find on my Instagram. Really beautiful photos of them. So this is what I made. She wanted kind of a kit with pockets and tucks for the whole journal. I wanted to keep it simple because it's for a manly journal. And I didn't want to decorate it too much so she would have the chance to. Because it is country themed, I definitely had to go with a railroad because the West was pretty much founded on the railroad system, being as I am from the West, so I definitely know a lot of this history stuff. And so I got a little tab here and it says family. That's a Tim Holtz piece, wonderful lady Debbie. So you might want to get some of them Tim Holtz ideology books with the little words and stuff in them to help you decorate this. I think it would go really great with it. So this is a file folder, and I measured it out perfect to fit inside the journal for any excess stuff that, you know, just hasn't found its place quite in the journal yet, or just stuff that will never really find a place and you just want to throw it in a file folder, and it is for a man, so who knows. You can just stuff it in the middle or in the back of the journal. And of course we got all of these lovely tuck spots. I corner chomped obviously the file folder. If you can tell, the corner chomp here is smaller on the back than it is on the front. I finally went and got myself the bigger crocodile for the corner chomping because my fish arcs one is starting to because I'm using it on a lot of projects, it's starting to go downhill, so I decided to get an investment piece. But the fish arcs one, I really, really like the curve that it does compared to the crocodile. So I decided that I was going to keep it because I love the way it looks and how beautiful the curve comes out on the fish arcs ones. So here's some of the pockets. We got like a leather looking one. We got some brick. She requested brick, and of course another piece of the railroad. If you put this together, it actually is the top of this railroad, so I thought that would be really cool. And there's 2 of those in there, and of course you got some more leather pieces here and some graph paper, and so another leather one. And so I built this to be an entire basic kit for a journal. And I'm a little bit of a cheater pumpkin eater. This is how I love to do most of my journals. So if you guys do purchase my journals, you'll probably see this done throughout them. I sew my pieces like this, and then I glue them in when they are finished. So these are all the bottom pockets, the pockets that will go at the bottom of the page. And the way I do it is I sew the piece like this, get it all ready to go. I usually, if my paper's really thin, I like to back it with cardstock or a manila envelope. It works really great. Because I run it through the sewing machine, I use Fabri-Tac. There's a couple other glues that I've wanted to try in doing this to make it easier and obviously cheaper, because Fabri-Tac's not cheap. But if I run it through the sewing machine, I can't do that. So I'm kind of limited on that. And if anyone knows of any glues that you can run through the sewing machine without gunking it up, please drop it in the comments, stuff that's affordable. Because obviously if anyone wants to order some of these kits, I would like to keep it affordable for you guys as well. And here's, this one's going to be a band, so I just sewed on the top and the bottom. And little Lexi wants to go use the little girl's room. We've gotten lovely little Lexi to where if she squeaks at the door, it means she actually has to go potty. Whereas if she just walks up to the door, sniffs it, walks away, she just wants to go play. So she's getting, and she's gonna be a year here pretty soon, so she's getting up there. She's still a puppy though. Okay, so these are gonna be your side pockets. And obviously the rounded corner is gonna be the open pocket. And what you're going to do when you place these in your book is you just run glue along your stitch line here, preferably Fabri-Tac, because I know that it's going to stick and it's not going to go anywhere. I swear by that glue, not going to lie. They're not paying me to say that. It's just a really great glue. And you just stick it in your book, mount it wherever you're going to put it, and it is there to stay. Remember, just a little bit of glue along your stitch line, mount it where you want it, not going nowhere. So, and I chopped this corner, and I only stitched along here. This will go to the top of the page, but I wanted to leave the top open in case, you know, something was a little extra big and wouldn't be able to tuck under there for some reason. Thought that would be a fun one. So, and we got some tree, these are all the colors that we're going with. I have this like mustard color, and I don't think I did any bottom pockets in the mustard color, which is okay because there's different types of pockets with this one. So the way this one's going to work is this is a corner pocket. So you're going to glue along this corner right here, and you're going to mount it in your journal. And then this is a fold down piece. You can open and close it. I would suggest it is really, really stiff. So obviously when you fold it down, it's not going to 100% stay closed all the time. So you can put in a snap if you want, kind of like these little snaps. One moment to turn on the light. So you can put in like one of these little snaps if you want. Or you could put in just like my basic string that I use on everything. Or even this type of string would work really well. And just like glue one under the corner. And maybe punch a hole through right here. So you can pull it down and loop it. And it'll tie it into place. Or you don't have to punch a hole. Just get a stapler and staple a second piece of string on here so you can tie them together. That would be really cool too. So there's a couple of these. You got 2 in the mustard, and you got 2 in this very like used paint looking sort of tabletop stain look. And then you got some triangles here, just some corner tucks that don't have the fold, very, very basic. And you can put them on each side. I think there's one for each corner, left and right. If you put them in this way, I think they're going to be too long. Well, technically it would be this way. They would be too long, way, way too long to fit in the book, so they have to go this way. And you'll be able to tell once you get them which way they're going to go in the book, because obviously they won't fit the other way. And this is another one of the lovely railroad pieces. The darker part is supposed to go to the bottom and the lighter part goes to the top. Or you can, you can put it this way, that's your choice too. But you just put a little glue here and here, mount it in, and it's ready to go. Keep your strings pulled out. Unless you don't want them there, then cut them off, or you want to mount it down under the glue to make sure they won't go anywhere, which once you put the glue on, they won't go anywhere anyway. So it's just personal preference. And you have another pocket here. This is our one of the brick ones. The brick came as a special request, and I knew I had some brick paper, so it worked out perfect. And then this is gonna be a big pocket for, it's the same size as these. So these are 5 1/4 inch, and the pages are 5.5. So you got a 1/4 inch buffer to work with. If you want, you could even put this pocket in the back of the journal because it's such a tall pocket, or you could put it in the front of the journal, and you can even add a secondary pocket to it, one of these smaller ones, and give it 2 pockets. So you got a lot going on here in this kit. Very simple, and you can decorate it however you want. So quite a few pieces. I counted last night, but I didn't like do an exact count. It was like 4 piles with 7 pieces, and then the file folder. And there's gonna be, oh, I forgot the little tabs. One moment. Okay, I'm back. I just grabbed my bin that I'm keeping them in. Oh, wait. I guess. Oh, excuse me. I had to sneeze. Okay, so I grabbed the bin that I kept everything in. And I'm also going to send out what little scraps were left, because I'm not sure what I would really use all of these scraps for. I don't have any journals myself that would match these, really. I mean, the graph paper I could probably use in the Paris one, but I know she would have a lot of fun with all these little bitsy scraps. And she's such a reliable customer. She keeps coming back for more. So, you know, I gotta give her some of the scraps. But I have these little tabs here. And I am just going to, sat down and hand cut all of these on the board the other day. And there's 7, I think on one of them there's a little bit more. And I think it's this one. But there's 7 of each color, and there's 5 colors total, because on my basics, they usually have 7 sheets of paper per signature, and they have 5 signatures per basic journal. Depending on the journal, depending on the size of the spine. But for the most part, it's usually 7 sheets of paper per 5 signatures. Sometimes I'll drop it down to 5 sheets of paper. It just depends on, you know, how thick the book is, how poofy I want it to look in the photos, and also personal preference of whoever's requesting the journal. That is it with these wonderful beauties, and these are the stickers that I used right there for the family, and the ones I would recommend, especially being that this is for a man, that I think would go over really well with it. One of my wonderful customers notified me the other day that apparently I count my pages different than most people who sell their journals on Etsy. I list my page count as 1 physical page. Apparently everyone else counts front to back, and I count it just as a physical page. I may change and start counting front to back because everyone else does it, and I don't want to confuse the seller. And on another note, you know, someone's going to be expecting so many pages when they're buying it, and then, you know, when they receive the book, they get more and they're happy. But other people also may really love the book, but go, oh, well, it doesn't have that many pages, so I don't think I'm going to get it. So I'll probably be trying to update my page counts with what's going on in the journal market, so people aren't as confused as to why they got a huge journal when it came in the mail. So this wonderful beauty is finished. I hope you all enjoyed my video. I hope this gave you a little bit of an idea on how to possibly make some of your journaling easier, because I know that when I sit down in front of the sewing machine, I love to craft, but sewing for me, I like it, but I'm not in love with it like I am most of my other craftings. So sometimes I just get downright tired of it and I have to do it in sessions. So I'll sew on my lace, and then I'll come back and I'll sew my pockets and I'll glue them in. I think it allows me to cut back on some of the sewing when I just get tired of it. And obviously when a lot of people get tired of what they're doing, sometimes their work gets sloppy, and I don't want my work to get sloppy because I know you guys love my work. So I hope you all enjoyed that, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. remember guys, it is coming up on the day for the giveaway. We are doing it on Friday, February 1st. So if you want to be entered, please go over to my 500 subscriber video, wherever I link it, somewhere in this general vicinity. It'll probably be in the bottom. I doubt I'll remember to link it up on the icon up here, but I will try to remember. And oh, I'm gonna be dumping my phone today, so I don't know what video I'm gonna be uploading Friday. I seriously don't. I can't decide between journal with me, I've been wanting to do one for a while, or releasing some triangle journals, but they aren't even put together yet, so I highly doubt that's gonna happen unless I get my booty in gear, kick it into overdrive, and get them done. So I hope you all have a wonderful day. Some of you are probably like, get your butt in gear. I want to see those triangle journals. Well, I'm trying, I promise. So I will see you guys Friday. And that's it. Bye. I just wanted to throw in last minute that this is a 30-piece kit. So 30 pieces, including these guys. So this would count as one piece. So, alrighty, that's it. Again,